Disclaimer. There's a lot of important information for you all in this video, so make sure you check out the links that are down in the description afterwards. Trials of Osiris. The PvP elimination game type, which was the pinnacle activity for PvP in Destiny 1, is all but inevitably making its triumphant debut to Destiny 2 with the coming of the next season. There has been an overwhelming amount of information that supports this claim, from graphical bugs being revealed in-game to data mined information about the next season, to streamers like Dr. Lupo, Real Crafty, and Bandwipe, who were some of the more popular Trials of Osiris streamers, being flown out to Bungie to test some new activities. I couldn't help but dredge up memories from the yesteryears of Trials. There was no better feeling than waiting until the exact moment you found out what the map was going to be for that weekend. Whether you watched your favorite streamer and their reaction, or waited to find out for yourself, it was a weekly ritual that brought a lot of joy to many PvP players. In fact, many of your favorite content creators were brought into the spotlight because of how well they performed in this game mode. And now, after its much anticipated return, it seems as though Trials of Osiris is making its debut in Destiny 2 next season. Next season's appropriately named Season of the Worthy has already been data mined and has revealed some intriguing information. Amongst the data mined information collected were triumphs and other quest-like text. I will put some pictures I took on the screen for you right now. I got these from the Raid Secrets Discord, which I will put a link to down below. It seems as though one of the entry points is referring to a triumph that has to do with us, quote, restoring the Lighthouse to usher in a new age of Guardians, end quote. The Lighthouse was a famous social space destination that was only accessible to those who were able to go flawless on their Trials card. Flawless meaning you won 9 games in a row without losing. The second piece I'm assuming is text from part of a quest that is referring to us completing the Lighthouse restoration, therefore allowing Trials of Osiris to return. And more. I don't know about you, but when I read that statement, it gave me so many flashbacks and feelings that I haven't felt since the last time we were able to play Trials. The and more also intrigues me though. What does and more mean? Different weapons? Different destinations? Different activities? Factions returning? Time is only going to tell. What I also wanted to do in this video is give you all some tips and strategies on what you can do to prepare for Trials returning. I've put together a list of 3 things that you can do that will help you once Trials returns. The first thing that you should do is just play Elimination. If you don't know where to find Elimination, it is the playlist located directly to the left of the competitive playlist and above the classic mix playlist. Now, some of you have probably already played a few games of Elimination in the playlist, which is great, but what I'm saying is really play Elimination. Play it as often as you play classic mix or comp or whatever you play the most. The more time you spend in the Elimination playlist, the more comfortable you will become with the dynamic flow of how this game type works. Despite being 3v3, Elimination is entirely different than competitive survival. In Elimination, the most valuable thing you have is your life. If you lose your life, your team is at a significant disadvantage because the only way you are coming back to life is if your teammates can revive you. And your teammates can't revive you if the other team is pushing them because they know that they now have the advantage of 3 players versus 2 players. So play Elimination as much as you can while doing the second thing on this list, play with other people. Whether it is with a group of friends, LFG, or whoever. Being on a team of people that you are able to efficiently communicate with will be a great practice for Trials. A big part of being competitive in Elimination or any 3v3 mode is being able to communicate the different events that are happening during a round or a match. Start practicing callouts by saying things like locations on the map, what those locations are called, how many enemies there are, what weapons they are using, how much health do they have, and so on. The more information you can give about your enemies to your teammates, the more advantages your team will have. If you're sitting here listening to me talk about how much you should try and play with other people, but you don't have other people to play with, join my in-game clan, Collapsed. This is the first video that I'm actually advertising to others that they can join the clan. It was initially just made by myself and a couple buddies, but I really want to create an active community of people that enjoy playing the game. So if you're interested, I will leave a link down in the description for you to join our clan. All you have to do is request to join it. The last thing that you need to do to prepare for Trials is something pretty specific, and that is practice using snipers. For those that have not played Trials or Elimination before, you may be in for a rude awakening if you shrug off this piece of advice. For those that have played Trials or Elimination before, you are fully aware of how vital snipers are when playing Elimination. They are best utilized when trying to keep the enemy team from reviving their teammates. For example, instead of having to stay closely engaged with an enemy by using shotguns or other forms of weaponry, You can safely keep your distance as the enemy tries to revive their teammates. Once the enemy is revived, there's a brief moment where they will not be able to move, giving you, the sniper, a free opportunity to send him or her back to their grave. It's really one of the best feelings in PvP. The best thing about these tips is that they can all be practiced at the same time. I fully anticipate myself starting to practice these 3 things more and more the closer we get to Season of the Worthy. What are you looking forward to most with the return of Trials of Osiris? Let me know down in the comments. I do stream over on Twitch at twitch.tv/manofcole. My link will be down in the description. I usually stream in the evening on Friday and Saturday, so stop on by if you've got any questions. Thank you very much for watching. A positive rating is always appreciated, and as always, we'll see ya.